Today I'm at Recorral Park. It's the middle of the afternoon, it's very hot, but I'm going to do some photography. I hope you'll enjoy the video. If you do, and you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe before you go. We are about 2/3 of the way through August now. It's been ridiculously hot. Today, it's maybe a degree or so cooler. I've decided to come out this afternoon to Recorral. I have been here before. I've done some landscape type photography here and some kind of wildlife type stuff. And I just thought it might be a nice place to come. Honestly, I thought there was more clouds than there are today, but nevertheless, it's not too bad here this afternoon. Although I suspect I'll only be hanging around for an hour or so because it's going to get too warm. Recorral is a park. It's just outside of Recorral, and it's got this artificial lake, lagoon, large pond with lots of life in it. It's got lily pads and reeds, and there's quite a lot of waterfowl here. I think there's some coots and some moorhens and other bits and pieces. And there's also some chickens and things wandering around, and wooden sculptures as well. I just thought I'd come here and see, what kind of opportunities present themselves. I've got a sneaking suspicion there might be some telephoto shots doing kind of close-up photography from a distance. And in fact, I can see one or two right now that might work with some flowers coming out of the lily pads. There's some that aren't very nice to look at, they're a bit bedraggled. There's some that are kind of hidden away, but the odd one or two that stand out like this one. Just moved a bit further along and there's another couple of these beautiful white and yellow, I'm thinking of lily flowers here in quite a nice position. I think I'm going to do a wide angle shot off of here because it's quite a pretty scene with the water, some reflections. There's quite a lot of ripples in there, but nevertheless. So we've got trees coming in on both sides. I'll try to get kind of an equal view of trees on both sides and the reflections and the water. Make sure I preserve the highlights because there's a little bit of cloud out there. Because there's one big tree on that side, I can't get quite the balance I want here. So just try moving a little bit. No matter what angle I shoot at, that one big tree is always going to be taller than I can get on the left hand side. I'm just going to have to accept it. It's still a pretty scene, so I think this is going to be about the best angle to shoot from, where that tree on the right and the bushes on the left are going to kind of be almost the same height in the frame. Quite a pretty scene here, sort of part of the lower level of the pond thing. There's some little trickling waterfalls coming down, trees in the background. Compositions are not obvious. A coot or something up on the top of the little waterfall over there. I bet it'll go before I can get the other lens out. Let's try and see. sure I just saw something like a parrot fly in there. Tried to get a shot of the little moorhen or whatever it was just at the bottom of the waterfall, but I don't know if it came out. Say waterfall, it's a little sort of, you know, well, it's falling water. Whether you can call it a waterfall or not, I don't know. Down there's a group of 1, 2, 3, 4. It's actually 6 little sort of lily pads floating around. They're not in the best of conditions, but I'm kind of thinking maybe as a high contrast might work. Ideally, I'd like to get kind of right on top of them, but it's just not possible here. So I'm just going to try and find the best angle. I might not actually include all of them. Work with a load of contrast added. Just kind of wondering whether to pop a polarizer on and try and get some of the stalks or whatever they are underneath the water to show through as well. So we'll give that a go. Circular polarizer. Obviously that's going to affect my exposure time, so I'm going to have to bump things up a little bit. I don't think it's going to help very much. Might do. Red dragonfly down there on the end of a bit of reed or grass or whatever it is. It's difficult to expose correctly because part of the reed that it's on is in direct sunlight and getting very bright. I'm trying to catch it with its wings out. I'm also having a hell of a job getting it to focus. The red ones are a lot smaller than the blue ones. It keeps coming back to the same spot, so with any luck, one of these, oops, gone again. With any luck, I'll have got a couple of shots of dragonflies anyway. I've been here about an hour and a half, but it's still far too hot really to be out and about. I probably should have tried to do an early morning, but I'm just not kind of feeling the love for early morning photography at the moment. And although it's now getting a bit uncomfortable, I've enjoyed myself this afternoon. Hopefully I've got a few nice images. Whether there's anything fantastic or not, I don't know, but hopefully something that's worth sharing. And I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have and you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe before you go. And until next week, thank you very much for watching. Bye.